So in general, set your site title as starter site. Your tagline doesn't matter. Leave WordPress URL and site address URL the same as each other as they were when you installed WordPress. Email address should be your own email. Membership unticked and new user default role subscriber. Site language, change to your country and local variation if there is one. Time zone set to your nearest city, not UTC. And date and time format to how you'd like to see them published alongside blog posts on your site. In writing, you can leave writing settings as they are. It's come to reading. Do you want to go to pages, add new, and create a page called home and another page called blog? Now these will just be placeholders for us to develop further later. Then you come back to these settings here. Under your home page, select your new home page, and under post page, select your new blog page. And at the bottom, tick the search engine visibility box to discourage search engines. Into discussion, I'd untick the first two options under default article settings. All the other comment settings can remain as they are, but do check through the options to make sure they work for you. Intermediate? Leave thumbnail size at 150 by 150, ticked to crop the thumbnail. Set medium size max width 480, max height 9999. Set large size max width at 1024, and max height also at 9999. These settings only apply if you're setting up your starter site from scratch. Do not change these on a live site without knowing what you're doing. And leave organize my uploads into folders checked. Into permalinks, just make sure post name is the selected option. But again, this only applies if you're setting up your starter site from scratch. Definitely do not change this on a live site unless you know what you're doing. Into privacy. Create a privacy policy page and then select it in the drop-down in the settings. I don't use the default privacy page provided by WordPress. I use IUBender to create my privacy policy and then embed their HTML code into my page. But I can't really advise you on your own privacy policy pages, I'm afraid. And regarding Gutenberg, if you're starting from scratch with your starter site, I'd advise leaving Gutenberg as the content editor, as the default. If you want to revert to the classic editor, or you have an existing site that already uses the classic editor and you don't want to disrupt it, then either install the classic editor plugin, or I think a better solution is Jeff Starr's Disable Gutenberg plugin. But as I say, I would otherwise advise just leaving Gutenberg as the default.